Thanks for joining us, guys. Episode 3 of Voices of Vintage. We've got a new guest, probably seen his face all over the Whatnot channel. I know I have. I've bought some pieces from him. Without further ado, this is Connor from BZR Vintage. Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us what you're up to, mate.
Yeah, so I'm Connor. I'm the glamorous face of BZR. So yeah, I've just been hammering Whatnot and continuing the growth of my reselling journey. So yeah, pleasure to be on. So thank you for having me on, and yeah, hopefully we can deep the secret
You're
sauce.
Making your secret sauce. You've been making a lot of noise on Whatnot. It's hard to avoid you. You're doing what, 4 or 5 shows a week?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, I'm trying to nail down the schedule so I'm not 7 or 8 days a week as some of us are.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, pretty much every day if I can. So
I personally bought pieces off you, and I'm a reseller. I've got a shop, so the fact that you can make money on stuff on Whatnot, and then I can buy a few pieces and still make money in our shop, says it all. Really, you're obviously buying very well.
Yeah, I think I've got a good system in place.
Yeah.
And again, if I can sell on to people like yourself, and then you make that margin that you need to make, I think it's just a good merry-go-round that we're all on. So I think it's working, and we're going to run with it. So
cool. Let's go back to the beginning. So tell us a bit about your background and how long you've been doing this.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of you are probably aware. I was in the military till last June. I was in the military for just over 4 years, but by the time I came out, about 5. So minimum service, which some people frown upon, but I did my part. Yeah, while I was in, obviously, it's very, how to say, you're sort of pulled from pillar to post in the military. You don't really know if you're in the country, out the country.
Yeah.
So reselling didn't really creep into anything that I thought would materialize like a full-time position. It was, I think, the same as everyone starts it to get a bit of pocket money and a bit of a side hustle. But my passion has always been in clothing, streetwear, and the vintage started to creep in now. But started with like Kevin the Carrots from Lidl and during COVID, it was quite a bizarre, no pun included. I joined a Discord group, and it was just like almost like an Amazon like FBA thing. So it was sort of like scanning the reduced section in Tesco's and selling them more. So I sort of was watching them on YouTube, joined the Discord, and then it went from sort of 0 to 100. I was selling PS5s, I was lazy spars, canoes. It was crazy. So that was like Facebook Marketplace.
Making good money as well, or?
Yeah, it was good. Don't get me wrong. The knowledge was not there. So some of it I was just sort of breaking even just to get the money back, because I thought it was a bit of a bad buy. But I mean, I've probably all been there. But yeah, and then it started to sort of like narrow into the clothing. So I was sort of buying trainers on release days at really cheap, and then chucking straight in on StockX, and doubling up quickly. So that was where it sort of narrowed in. Yeah, left the military after my time, and went into a normal civilian job, and then that was sort of like gave me the freedom and the spare time to then sort of narrow the trade down to what I want to buy and sell, and was on Vinted for a little bit. Yeah. Selling my personal.
As you do, yeah. Everyone's got 700 personal items on Vinted.
Yeah, I just rotate through a monthly. But yeah, and then that was where I was making probably most of the money from. That's where I sort of realized that was the light bulb moment. That was like, this can be, quite profitable. I had obviously a little bit of eBay, Vestiaire as well for the higher ticket items. They were cool. That was, and then I don't really remember how I came across Whatnot, to be honest. It must have, when your phone listens to you, must have just been chucking it out on adverts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just took a plug. I had nothing to lose. I was in a full-time job. I was paid quite well. So if it didn't work, and then I did my first show on the 1st of March.
Yeah, and you've just hit 10,000, haven't you?
10,000
followers.
5,000 5,000 followers.
10,000 pieces.
It's now 11. Yeah, it's at 11.1 thousand items sold, and then just ticked over 5.1 thousand followers. Yeah, so it's probably sort of 5 months. So it's been a bit of a yeah.
So we're what's that? What we're talking? At least 2,000 items a month, 500 items a week.
Yeah, if we nail it down to simple.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And have you always? Do you think the military has helped you been disciplined with the business?
Yeah, I think it's before I went in the military, I was super shy. I wouldn't. No way would I be live selling. No way. I wouldn't. Yeah, put me in a room of 10 people, I'd probably just run away. So yeah, the military has definitely sort of changed me and built me as the way I am now. I think a lot of people say that. So I think they mold you into a much tougher character. Obviously, the mentality side and the discipline, and I'm very regimented still in what I do.
Yeah.
So I think
you seem so natural on your whatnots. You've got your tunes you like. You just got loads of banter. Everybody knows your character now, and you can just be yourself, and it comes across that way.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I like. Like I could just go live now, and we could just have a chat. Everyone's very chill, and we have music on, like you say, we have music on. I'm there for a good time, and obviously the main thing is I'm there to sell clothes, but besides that, to get people involved, have a good time, and we have a good.
It's good for networking, isn't it? It's a good networking channel as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I've managed to be able to have conversations with people I watched on YouTube many years ago, so it's opened sense, and I'm good friends with some of those people now, so it's definitely opened up a lot of doors. So I
noticed you quite early. We've been on Whatnot now for probably 3-4 months. Maybe, actually, no, 4 months, I'd guess at. We spoke to Amelia. She told us we were in the top 50 people, the first 50 people to join, and all that type of business. So I was thinking, okay, this is quite cool because we're not great on social media. We're probably a bit old, but you're one of the first people that we spotted on there.
Okay.
And I think I was bidding on the odd piece, but I never won anything. And I remember saying to my wife, Eloise, we've got to get a little bit more like the younger people.
Okay.
The cooler people, basically, and just like stop selling Hugo Boss shirts, sell some streetwear, and for us straight away, we followed you. We only followed about 20 people, and it was like, oh yeah, we'll follow this guy. And it was you and Chaddy Pete, the usual suspects, luxury pickers, and you can see the people who are really natural on there, and they've grown, whereas we aren't growing so much. And I think it's because it just doesn't feel very natural to us. We haven't got that secret sauce, unfortunately. We're learning still. But it is inspirational watching somebody like you who's been doing it, 5-6 months, overtaking these long-time YouTubers. I'm not going to say any names because it's a bit controversial, but you're overtaking these long-time YouTubers who assume they bring in a massive following, and they just haven't because it doesn't click. And I think it's down to the cool factor. They just aren't really cool enough. So that was interesting for me.
Yeah, I think you've got to have a mix of just I mean, I had nothing to lose. And it wasn't. I didn't ever think it was going to be a full-time job. It wasn't going to be a massive money maker. I didn't think I had the stock or the contacts to just keep going and going and going. But it's just clicked. And I think with the mentality side of thing, with me is everything's go go go, and it's working. So I'm.
I've realised you can have the best stock one week, but once you've sold, you need new stock for next week anyway. So you've just got to continuously. It's about the buying, isn't it? Because the customers are going to determine the value of something. We can say whatever price we want. You always start at £1, don't you?
Always, yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever had any upset where you've thought, oh God, this is bumming out and I'm making no money? Or are you always consistently hitting them numbers you're after?
Yeah, so I'm at an average price per item I'm happy with across whether the last 1,000 or 11,000 items. I think my average is where I want to be.
Yeah.
Quite lucky enough to have a low cost of goods.
Yeah.
And a source of that. So that's always a bonus. But yeah, I think I started at £1. I've had a few go for some things, and I think, oh, not happy about that. But you can't let that show, and you've just got to move on. And something might go for more than you expected in 10 items time. So then the average just levels out again. So
yeah, trust the system, like.
Yeah, I think so. And for me as well, I always say it in my shows, I trust the chat. Like, they know people will only bid for what they want to bid for at a price that they're happy with, but they know my now. So I think I'm okay with something maybe going for £2 where I wanted it for 10, and I only think £2-3 might go for the 10. So it's
and if someone gets something for £2, they're going to stick around a while, aren't they? Which is
good.
I
think that's, again, I think why I do relatively good numbers in terms of like viewership. I think people, one, don't know what the hell is coming next. And there's always that chance of a bargain, 100%. So why not stay and get?
I like your videos. I noticed recently you're picking up the social media side of things, and your content. Somebody who's not been in social media, as you previously admitted yourself, seems to be like doing really well. And again, it's something that comes naturally. And in particular, I really like your space. I wanted you to tell us about that place.
Yeah. So funny story. I think we only really the wife basically wanted me out of the house. That was it, really. So it was that or homeless, I think.
Cool.
I had a space in I've got like a summer house, but it's just not massively big, and the Wi-Fi is really poor. So I was just doing it from the living room, and every show I was moving sofas around and lighting, and with that volume, it just became a nightmare. So it was. Did you looking around, and luckily enough, I didn't even know it was local, just behind. There's like a big Lidl near me. It's literally just a storage unit, and they're just kitted out containers. And I was like, we moved in, and that was it. Here we are. So it's a nice space. It allows me to do what I do, and
it looks cool for all your filming, your content on your socials. And is it all plastered for you as well?
Yeah, it's fully furnished. It's all electric, all Wi-Fi, laminate flooring, plastered, everything. So it's everything you need.
It's good.
And like you say, that sort of gave me that freedom to set up a tripod and film what I do in the day and stuff. But I'm quite enjoying the content side at the moment. I'm just trying to be consistent with it, which is the main thing. So
well, you seem really creative, so that's a good side. And it's obviously building your brand, and that's what it's all about, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Constantly thinking of ideas and stuff. So we'll keep.
Well, I can't see Whatnot going anywhere, because it seems to be doing quite well in the UK. In the same vein as Poshmark disappeared because they were making no money. I think Whatnot's going to stick around in the UK. But let's pretend something bad happened. At least you're building that brand. Everybody knows you. And if you had to do eBay live selling, because that's obviously what you're good at and into, I think you could probably take all of your followers straight across to another channel as well. I think you've got such a good follower base that you could do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be like you said earlier, like a YouTuber, for example, bringing their following to another platform and a follow. I've never had a following. I've never used social media. I don't have hundreds of thousands of people watching me every week. I came from zero to where I am. So I could transfer that if it was to go pay.
Yeah, it's interesting that is, because some of these YouTubers, I can't say the names unfortunately, but people might know who they are. They're obviously got fantastic followings on YouTube or Instagram or wherever they're doing it. And they thought they would transfer those into buyers, and it just proved that some people like to watch, but they never buy. And whereas the other way around, you've got 5,000 followers and who are all registered buyers on Whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
That would probably transfer massively for you to something like YouTube.
Yeah,
something for you to consider. I'm giving you a little bit of bait here, see if you can get on your YouTube.
I've been asked, but again, I think because it sounds very. I'm so new to all this. It's I might look like I know everything, or I've been doing it a long time on camera, but I'm very, very new. So setting up a camera and doing a reel or a voiceover, it's all just never done that before. Yeah, I think I could. I think what content I would provide, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
that's just another.
I've just tried to be myself. So sometimes we do a dog walk, sometimes we do some vintage stuff. We're in the shop. And my missus always says to me, "This one's a bit boring." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm just learning. I'm figuring it out. I think I'll find my groove one day." But I enjoy it either way. It's just good fun being creative.
Yeah, I'm always. That's the bit I like of the Instagram side of things. I'm right. Could I do this, or what about this, but yeah, I'm not really overly fussed on numbers. I think if I like putting stuff out, people to see. With now I've got a following of such. I like people to know what I get up to, not just go live music, sell some t-shirts really quick and then go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, maybe we'll find it.
I'm guessing in the military you had hundreds of brilliant mates who were like your brothers, and going from that on a daily basis, all your friends working together, although it's a difficult job, coming to being a reseller, especially in your new container, it's quite like solitary confinement, isn't it? So at least YouTube and Instagram and all this business, especially Whatnot, is giving you that out where you can talk to people and chat nonsense to people and stuff.
Yeah, I think we all know reselling can be quite lonely. As much as I like my own space and I work well just in my own head and head forward and we'll go, having that sort of engagement of an evening for 2 hours, and they are almost your friends, aren't they? Sort of thing, they're the community, that they're the ones that
definitely buy community.
But yeah, I can't grumble about the community. A lot of them, now follow me on Instagram. They'll comment on things, say, "Oh, what about this? That's cool, like that," or "Hope you do as well." Even just that's nice, It's
support,
100%. Can't fault the community one bit. I think it's.
Are you 100% invested in selling into Whatnot now, or are you doing any other bits?
I don't sell anywhere else. No.
Cool.
Maybe obviously the odd maybe private sale on Instagram if I've got bulk of things or X, Y, and Z, but everything through Whatnot, 100%.
So there's chances of absolute fire, some bangers on the BZR show.
I don't hold nothing back. If I keep it, it stays with me probably a week. I get bored and it gets run again. So,
that's probably a good way of looking at it. We've got a kind of a conveyor belt for our business. I don't mind saying, and we buy huge bulks of stock from various few avenues, and they go into our website first of all. And if it doesn't sell on the website, it goes into the retail shop. If it doesn't sell on the retail shop, it ends up on Whatnot.
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, I've got some Patagonia stock coming just for Whatnot. And I know it's going to do better than, because we even call it the sale rail, and people know it's on sale from the shop. And I think that's why it doesn't hit where I want it to. Okay. So I'm going to try. You gave me the inspiration, really. I'm going to try and do it maybe just for a month. Bag of new gear once a week, for a month, see how it goes. As long as we hit them numbers where we make a profit,
that's it. That's what it's there for you. That's why you do it.
Yeah, it's just waiting for mine. I buy from Karachi, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, and I've got to order now with a 4-week delivery time, so it gets here. So it's planning really, but it takes a long time. It is. I know what I wanted to ask you. I was going to ask you about some other platforms, because you're just selling on Whatnot. I wondered if you've got any grail pieces you've saved, just stacked on your wall, or any cool pieces around your unit that you're not quite ready to sell just yet.
I've kept a few worldies, to be honest. I don't know whether it might be a seasonal thing. I've got a really nice Stone Island jacket.
Yeah. Is that one of your brands?
Not really. It's just I'm quite weird with how if I'm quite plain. I like my black, my greys, my whites.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like to do anything very out there or anything. But this coat was just, I got it extraordinarily cheap. May as well have been free. It was pristine. Did all my checks. Google lensed it, seeing the price, and I thought, I'll keep that for a bit. So that's like a big winter Stone Island jacket, and then I've got a R9 Brazil shirt. So that's in the wardrobe.
Nice. So you're football mad, aren't you? From
since I'm able to remember, now leaving the army, and I'm a bit old, and I wake up in the morning a bit WD-40ish. It's golf now.
Golf, no way.
Yeah. So, but yeah, football is deep within. So, yeah.
Who's your team?
Oh, I'm very boring. It's not really anyone. I grew up as the family were united, so I'd have somewhat of an alliance that side. But now, everyone play England. There's my answer.
I think United have got a lot of dying fans, so
yeah,
they're a dying breed.
I'll keep neutral for now.
Yeah, cool. I noticed today Oasis are finally saying that they're going to rejoin.
Okay,
and it's just going to be City fans, isn't it? Really, just going to be City fans going next year.
Yeah, all City fans. Yeah.
That's brilliant. I tell you what, I wanted to ask you as well. We've got a couple of games coming up. I mentioned to you earlier on about that guessing the price.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, and if you don't want to share it, it's cool. Is there any notable losses that you have regretted buying and you wouldn't again? Or you don't have to like say, I would never buy wholesale from this person again.
Losses buying?
Yeah. That you think, I'll never do that again. Because there's quite a lot of people watching this who want to get into reselling. And, you know, sometimes a few little tips like, oh, never buy this type of stock. It doesn't work. Or it didn't work for me. Might be a big help for people. Yeah.
So I think for people that maybe sell on other platforms, like wholesale is perfect. I think if you do your research and you're buying at the right price and whatever, then I think it can work pretty much cross-platform. For me, buying wholesale doesn't work massively on Whatnot. Because you're going off per piece when you buy sort of wholesale, so you're almost chasing that margin all the time. But yeah, for Whatnot, I think you've just got to pick wisely. You've just got to have a bit of streetwise sense about it and do the research, work on what you're doing, find your market and stuff like that. But yeah, for me personally, wholesale isn't massively profitable for me.
Yeah, because we're almost selling at wholesale prices, aren't we, sometimes?
Yes. So I think I don't really like to go into a Whatnot show knowing that there is almost that red line to hit before that turns green.
Yeah.
I'd like to be sort of relaxed, not have to worry about my buy price and just run knowing full well that I'll be a profit.
Yeah.
Wholesale, I think, adds that pressure.
Yeah. Especially with the majority of these UK wholesalers really just being distributors.
Yes.
And I know for a fact, because, you know, especially the ones in Birmingham and Manchester that I've visited over the last 10 years or so, they aren't the proper wholesalers. They're buying from India and they're splitting stuff up and taking the absolute fire out and then distributing it to us guys. And it doesn't really work.
No, I mean, yeah, they try and sneak in a couple of beauties, and you think, oh, okay, I'm onto a winner here, but they've took the cream off the top. And
there's if someone's going to put a Balenciaga jumper or a Gucci sweater in an Italian mix, there's no way they're going to leave 10 pieces in one bag unless it's raw, and raw comes all crumpled up in a big mess.
Yeah, and then you've got the damages, and even buying bales, like you say, you've got the time you've got to steam it. Wash it. It's just really worth the time. And if you're spending £10 a piece, is it worth laundering it, steam it, and then running it, and in 12 quid after fees, you're at a loss. So then it's just
definitely. So you've got this nice new place. Then your unit, which is a nice little expense to put against your profits when it's ready for the tax man. It's always good. Yeah, and you got a bit of a man cave, I suppose, where you can put your tunes on in the day and get away from the missus. Which is always good. Have you done any purchasing abroad yet? And are you going to do any markets or anything for a bit of fun?
Purchasing abroad, I've not. I'm sort of in the midst of that research process. What's good? I'd really like to go to Naples and do a bit of picking there. I've heard that's really good.
It's the best, yeah.
Yeah,
Napoli is the one.
Only UK buying. I'm on Facebook Marketplaces. I'm on everything, looking for something 24 hours a day. Alongside obviously my contacts. But yeah, no purchasing abroad just yet.
Cool. Well, it's always, like I say, it's another thing, nice little expense you can put against. Yeah. I've been to Napoli a lot of times. It's the best.
Okay.
I proposed in Napoli as well to my wife.
Yeah. I was.
What's that? Sorry.
I proposed in Milan.
Oh, did you really? Wicked. Yeah. It's hard to go with an empty case though. That's the key, really. And come back. You know, we went to New York and had to pay $350 for a case to come back with us. When you've offset that against the profits, like, what was the point?
Of course,
but, the next time I go away, I've said to the missus, I'm just going to take an empty case, 2 outfits, and figure it out when I get there.
Yeah, Naples is on the list. Naples is there, so
yeah, it's cheap as well. If you stay around Sorrento, it's really expensive, or Capri. But I'd recommend, where quite a few of the rag markets are, is Piazza Dante.
Okay.
I'll message you after, but it's like a central hub. Piazza Dante is, where there's a subway underneath, and you can go to all the main parts where you want to be going to. Really, yeah. Cool. Well, I want to talk about fashion. I know we're not fashionistas. I'm certainly not, but it's always interesting people's interests, what their favorite brands are, what things like that. But I usually start with what pet peeves have you got in the fashion industry at the moment, or styles that you absolutely despise? Because at the end of the day, we're selling a lot of fashion. We do know a thing or two, don't we? Something,
Pet peeve.
What's the worst thing in fashion going right now?
A skinny jeans still a thing?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
I've been through that stage, so no way.
Yeah, where you can count the change in someone's pocket and all that.
See what messages they've got on the phone. It's that tight sometimes. Yeah. So skinny jeans, I think. I don't really know what else is popular in it. Maybe. Yeah, I'll go skinny jeans.
All right, and then what's absolutely banging for you? What you're really into?
Baggy trousers.
Yeah. Any brands in particular, or?
I'll stand up for this one.
Yeah.
I've got. Is it MKI?
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. Love the whole wardrobe, the whole catalogue. I've got everything. I think they drop every year, but I've got these are like a waffle, lightweight, like almost just baggies. But yeah, I like my Carhartt jeans, your Dickies and stuff. But like a workwear, I like workwear at the minute.
Workwear and hiking stuff, core stuff.
Yeah, from the army as well. I'm used to that sort of, the Montaignes and the Montbells and stuff. So yeah, cool. But yeah, anything baggy, oversized. Yeah.
Utility. I suppose it's all utility stuff for you, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
They say function before fashion, and it just lasts forever. That's cool, mate. Well, I'll tell you what I've got 5 little items if you're happy to play along. Let me think. So we did nighttime vintage, and I think he got 2 out of 5.
Okay.
Admittedly, though, he's a bit of a denim specialist. And then Think Twice last week did 4 out of 5.
Okay, somewhere in the middle then's fine.
Yeah, but he's got a retail shop, and he has been in the game for about 10 years, so he knows his stuff. So I'm going to try and put the computer far away today, and I need my glasses on, so sorry, mate. Present. I'm going to try and share these without you seeing the prices, because I'm a bit crap with this type of thing. Show screen. Okay. Start there. So they're all on eBay. These are the sold listings. Some of them are professional sellers. Some are just like guys in their bedrooms. It's only a bit of fun. But I will be recording your score. Okay, can you see that, mate?
It's just loaded. Yeah, I can see that now.
We've got a Carhartt. What's it called? Is it J76? J97, sorry.
Okay. Oh dear.
Unsure of the year. Not sure. Where are we? But it's in really good condition. It's looks to me in good condition. It's pictured outside, isn't it?
Yes.
Looks like it's Blossom wherever he is. So feels like it's quite curated.
Okay. Oh dear. I'm already struggling anyway.
what we're saying on that one. The collar's nice. I thought to myself, it's one of these Japanese repros or Thai repros, but I suppose it's the lined one, so it should be a bit more valuable. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay, I would say with it being eBay, there's definitely going to be something 99. That's definitely going to be a price. We'll go 59.99.
Okay, 59.99. Let's have a look.
Might be a bit more.
160.
160.
I know. I couldn't believe it either. It says it's vintage.
Wow.
34 bids. He's done well there.
Yeah. That's no.
Next one.
Shocking.
Not bad. It was a warm up. We'll call that a warm up. Okay. Next one. I've only got 5.
Okay. I went for 160. That's crazy.
I know. I'm going to start saving them if I come across them. Did you see this one? So this is nice. This is Stussy.
Okay.
Brand we all love, really, and it's in my opinion that's nice. I'd wear that.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, this is eBay as well? Yeah.
This is eBay. Doesn't seem very old to me. It looks quite new. This is one of those guys who puts it on his floor again.
Yeah, I'm a bit cautious of what the last one sold for to what this might. Yeah, they've got good resale, so we'll go 85.
85. We're up to 10% is a pass, by the way.
Okay.
70 quid. Oh, close.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's a good guess.
Yeah, it's a good guess. Yeah, nice piece as well. I'd wear that. I might be looking for it myself later on.
That's nice.
Okay. It's kind of that time of the year you can get away with the cardigan.
Yeah.
And definitely at my age. This is an interesting one for you. I don't want to give you any clues.
Okay.
There we go. Can you see that?
Yes. Old.
Yeah.
My type of t-shirt this is. Oh dear.
It's a nice tee.
Yeah, the tag's going to be the white and silver one, isn't it? Or not even washed.
Quite ratty tag, yeah.
This could be valued at anything. We'll go for 100.
I like this. Oh, it's got holes as well.
That's an extra tenner, that is.
100 quid.
Yeah.
This is the type of thing you'd find in an old bale or a rag for like 50p, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be worth loads of money. Okay. 352. Don't know how he's got that. Oh, it's 70s. There we go.
£300.
I know. I did want to do some educational stuff, so I tell you what, if I ever see this, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is.
I know. I wonder if they paid.
Really good nick, that is. To be fair, if it's 70s.
Yeah, it must be tiny as well, because it says what size was it? It was a medium. So what's a 70s medium like? It must be an extra small these days.
£300 now.
I know. Happy days.
Yeah.
Okay, something. I know you're selling a lot of these at the moment, so do another piece. There we go. You've got a lot of these to go into. You're probably an expert now. Okay. Interesting pair of Dickies. I think they look new.
Yeah, slim fit, 32. I think I've got these in shorts in my actual locker now. So
sweet.
Yeah, they're just eBay price. I don't use eBay, so it's very tough for me what the market is. Dickies trousers, almost a chino. We'll go $49.99. That's like a middle ground.
He sold them too cheap, hasn't he? Yeah, because he's taking an offer on 25. I reckon you're right. 40, 49, 45 quid.
He sold them for 25.
Well, I think a little bit less, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bargain to be. Yeah, I'd say I knew they're like maybe 50, 60, but
he says that they're 34 waist, but they measure 36. So that's probably why someone's paid so low for them.
Good buy though, whoever bought them.
Yeah. Okay, another one. 2 more. I think. Have we done 5? We'll do 1 more. Unless you want to. There we go. This is an interesting one. Bit of modelling. I've tried to do this myself. It's not easy. You have to breathe in at my age a lot.
Okay. Oh, this could be any.
It's a 700 series.
Mm.
And I think it's a collab.
Okay. Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
We'll go for. I'll go for 74.99.
I'd say that as well. I tell you what, mate, that's pretty good. 85 quid. Yeah.
Oh, take that.
Yeah. Nice that one is.
That's not a bad price for a 700. Yeah.
I'd probably try and rock a few of those pieces.
100%.
That's great, mate. I think we'll say 2 out of 5 though.
Yeah, I was going to say 5, but we'll be generous. Yeah, that's fine.
Brilliant. I wanted to ask you your background. I always want to do a few personal questions, but obviously you're married, which is nice.
Yeah.
Outside of reselling, you got any like hobbies? You still involved in the military or doing anything like
that? No, not involved like in the reserves or anything. Nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I get time, it's just I'm golf mad at the minute. I've got the golf bug well and truly, so try and get out as much as possible, and it just gives me that space and that mental reset as well. I like to
Nice. What are you playing off?
11.4 at the moment.
Oh, that's a good number as well then.
Yeah, I've only been playing just over a year, so I'm happy. No lessons yet either, so just self-taught.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to reset that mental things and look after myself in that headspace as well. So I'm quite keen. Yeah, getting
good to have a hobby outside of reselling as well. But
yeah,
I reckon you'd find that the lessons would probably lower your score as well. They often do at the beginning.
Yeah. So once I get time, we'll delve in some lessons, and I'm quite tight with money, so I don't really want to pay someone to tell me how to play. Yeah, and then I'm learning a bit more now to switch off from reselling and work and go away and do things with the missus and holidays and so that's creeping in again now. So just I like to chill out.
I struggle with my phone. So I must admit, sometimes the missus is giving me dirty looks, and it's like, put your phone away. I'm like, okay.
I'm there. Yeah, well, I'm with you on that one. But yeah, I'm learning to put the phone down when we go away on weekends and do things, and just enjoy the having a 9 to 5 as well now, which is cool.
That's sweet. Is there anyone you're listening to podcasts or any people you're watching on Whatnot or Instagram that you'd like to tell other people about that we can all get involved with?
Yeah, I think we already watch all the people probably I keep up to date with. I'm really good mates with Click right now. He's a good friend of mine now, and he's doing crazy stuff on the social side of things as well as Whatnot. So people know he's doing his thing.
He seems quite clever.
Yeah, I think he just knows, similar to me in the sense of he knows where he wants to be and what's needed for the growth. I think he is very streetwise in that sense. I speak to Lola and Pete now, which is crazy to me as well, watching their YouTube in the start journey. But I like to just I browse Whatnot. I keep up to date with what everyone's doing, what everyone's selling. Whether that's like a research purpose or just to show my support. I'm there in everyone's chat. Just chatting rubbish every now and again. But yeah, no one really podcast wise. I don't really give myself time to probably even listen to that. I'm quite music orientated. So
who are you into? What kind of artists?
Everything. While I'm working and doing my content and stuff, it's Fleetwood Mac, 100%.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Fleetwood, but the playlist is very strange. So
we love Fleetwood Mac. That's cool.
Fleetwood's cool.
Yeah, that's wicked. All right, then a few silly questions, 1-word answers, and then we'll call it a day, mate. What time are we on? Yeah, dinner time.
Okay.
All right, then. This is only for jokes. This is 1-word answers. Yeah.
Okay. 1 word. Okay.
So where can we usually find you hanging out outside of Whatnot?
In my unit.
Okay. What's your favourite restaurant?
Oh, don't really go out to eat much.
Or takeaway?
Chinese.
Chinese. What do you have?
Oh, it's everything. There's so much left over. It's a joke. You don't even want to know. It's picky food, isn't it?
Yeah. I have everything on toast the next day.
Gotta save it. Oh yeah.
Favorite TV show?
The Office, US.
Oh, US. No way. I'm UK.
Never seen US.
Still need to watch the US.
Yeah.
Favorite move? Go on.
That old Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's my go-tos.
Is it? I do mean to watch the US version. Everyone's telling me it's better than the UK version.
Wired. Yeah.
Cool. And what's your favorite movie?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Is it? Yeah. Margot Robbie.
Leonardo for me. No. Yeah. I don't know why, but yeah, I could watch that. Even though it's about 10 days long, it's a good watch.
Leo's good, isn't he? That's great, mate. I really appreciate you coming on. What's next for you coming up? Is it still loads of whatnot? Have you got anything special coming up?
Yeah, loads of whatnot. You'll find me there probably most days. In conversations of a big charity event again. I did one a few months back end of the year. Get one there for that. Yeah, and I'm just trying to work with people, networking, get on other people's shows, they jump on mine, just keep moving, being everywhere.
That's brilliant. Well, thanks for coming on. I'll be sure to send you all the links, and I'll put all the links where you can find Connor from BZR, and his whatnot shows in the the transcript of this link. But thanks for coming on, mate. It's really good of you.
No, I appreciate the time. Thank you very much.